All right, today we're talking about structure. So, why you need structure in your life, or else there's chaos and complete anarchy. So, when I don't have structure, I revert to my gremlin days of playing video games all night till 5 a.m. or 9 in the morning and eating whatever I want, and just things go out of control because I need structure. I'll be honest, I have a morning routine for all that reason, and why I think, if you struggle with not having structure, think about in the summer when you're off of school, right? Like, say that, or you're on a vacation and you don't know what to do, or you don't have a plan, and maybe you're not good at improvising, or the way that you go, you lean towards like hedonistic pleasure, which is, just seeking enjoyment, right? Which is scrolling on TikTok or on YouTube all day, then your day goes by. But structure is important because it cultivates discipline and it gets you to go towards a goal that you want to go to. So, say you want to start a business, right? Or you want to, have more friends or whatever it is, right? You want to do a new hobby or, get a new hobby. So, to be disciplined is to find a way to make time for all those things, right? Some people can just wake up and they have a laser focus and they just get towards it, right? Other days, for me, since I'm an emotional person who's a bit sensitive as well, I need to reassure myself because if I don't reassure myself, no one's going to, right? No one's going to sit me down, tell me how wonderful I am and, how I'm not a waste of space. And, if you have people who will do that for you, that's great. But I don't. So, what I have is structure and discipline or stuffed animals, honestly. But so a little bit of my ideal morning routine is I wake up in the morning, I meditate, right? So get all the nasties out of my head, like all the stress, all of the negative emotions and thoughts that come and haunt me when I'm weak, like weak mentally. I reaffirm stuff like read self love poetry. This is a really good book. It's Reaching the Sun by April Green. Any of her stuff is really good. If you don't have money for the book, go on her Instagram. It's a really good way to cultivate like self love if you struggle with that. I definitely struggled with self love and self care and self worth. It's still something very difficult, but I've gotten better over the years because that kind of thinking, that kind of mindset gets you into trouble. Besides that, let's see, visualizing stuff is really good. Like, any dreams or goals you have, like, say you're studying a test, this is the grade I want, and just trying to see it and then thinking of the steps that will help you closer to that goal, which is, oh, I'm going to study even more every week. I'm going to get help from the teacher. I'm going to, review and have study sessions with my friends who, understand the material better. Um, so that's really important to do as well. Let's see, exercising. Exercising is really important too. So whether it's going on a morning run, go do some push-ups, do some planks or something. It doesn't have to be intense. Go walk around your house pacing. Oh, that sounds a little, you do what you got to do. There's no excuses sometimes for not working out or not taking care of yourself. You can make excuses, but you don't have to. How much better is it to feel about yourself, despite having a busy day or a busy schedule, like, oh, well, I just didn't have time. I don't like saying I didn't have time because I think there is time in the day. You just have to be flexible. It might be a little weird, but you're flexible, you're doing push-ups, I don't know, with your friends or whatever it is, but um let's see what after that. Oh, reading's really important in the morning. All these things can be done really quick too. Like, they could be done in a minute, they could be done in like 30 minutes, and you just have a quick thing that gets you jump started up for your day. So I'll read things like that expand what I already know, right? So I'll read about interests I have. Maybe I'm really into ceramics. I'll read about ceramics. I'm interested in psychology stuff. I'll read about psychology. It's just something to give your brain like stimulation outside of what you normally would be interested in. And I think more times than not when I'm reading something, like engaging in a book or something online, um, that makes me take my attention off of, things that I don't need to pay attention to. Sometimes my brain will go in a place where I will spiral a little bit, and like my emotions, I just pay too much attention to them, and I just end up feeling terrible. And I'm like, well, you know what? I just need something to think about, Like my brain's probably just bored, so it's bullying me, honestly. But and the last thing is writing. Like writing's really good. I love to journal. It helps me take my mind off of like any like stressors or like workout problems. Use some of my handwriting and my journal. I just kind of write whatever. Um, but it's to kind of have like a safe place, to vent or talk, rather than venting online or venting to a friend. Sometimes people are busy, right? Sometimes you don't have a support system. That's just the reality of it. I do this because it helps me. And when I do these things, this is the framework for a really good day for me. And I can do all these things. Sometimes it may not even help. Like, it may not even make me feel better. But the fact that I did it, there's a sense of like accomplishment that comes with that. And in your day, like if you don't have structure, you need to find what's going to make you feel fulfilled, accomplished, what's going to get you kind of jump started and going versus laying in your bed all day, laying on the couch all day, going to sleep all day. It's fine if you need to rest. That's fine. But the problem is over resting, right? Overdoing it. Say, it's your summer break, or it's, just a vacation that you have, a day off of work. You need to recharge yourself, like get going. And I don't know how to explain other than this is kind of like a reset for you, like a reset to focus. Like if you have a goal, this sort of like framework that you give yourself, it can help. Unless it doesn't, right? Like you can be the judge of that by, trying it out, or even if you know yourself well enough and saying, hey, that's not for me, right? Like I'm just gonna go to the gym real quick, and then I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna cook, and then I'm gonna work on whatever it is I need to work on, right? You can definitely decide that for yourself. But definitely give it a try. It's something that I've done for years, and it really helps out. So good luck to everyone.